Maybe you like wearing your hair up in a ponytail like this. Or perhaps you love braids on your hair, but you hate how when you have typical layers in your hair, all those little pieces fall out of your braid. Well, invisible layers will help with all of those pain points, and it's crazy easy to do. Also, for my fine-haired guys and gals, you know how it is if you layer your hair and it removes way too much bulk, but you want body out of your hair. Invisible layers is the easiest and best thing you can do on your hair to add tons of body and fullness without actually layering your hair. Like and subscribe if you need help on all your hair woes, or if you just want a little guidance on the newest trends in the hair world. All right, let's get to doing invisible layers together. To create this invisible layer look, you're gonna need a comb, a clip to clip anything out of the way that you're not going to be cutting, and I love to use my thinning shears. So these have teeth on one side of the scissors. That's gonna remove some of the bulk while you're creating those invisible layers. You may also notice some people will use a razor or a feather razor, but if you're gonna do this on your hair at home, I would suggest just doing thinning shears so you're not removing too much bulk. I'm gonna create this look by doing it off of my part. I like to use kind of a zigzag sectioning, and this is gonna create a very blended, soft, layered look for those invisible layers. And we will do this throughout our head, but majority of the time you are looking for a lot more volume, lift on the top of your head. So that's why I like to start here first. And then we're gonna take this section and we are going to start twisting it. Then take those texturizing scissors and we are gonna go in, not super deep on kind of this section, but we're gonna start closer to the ends. And we are going to do just a couple snips and then work our way down into this twist, not going more than 4 inches on this twist. Then we're gonna take our comb and you're gonna notice there's gonna be a good amount of hair that's gonna come out. And that's exactly what you want to create those invisible layers. When you hold the hair up, you're not gonna see where the hair really kind of falls out, but it's going to create tons of texture or internal texture in your hair that is going to be those invisible layers. Majority of the time, I cannot fluff up my hair and get a lot of texture out of it. And doing it this way, it's just gonna create tons of volume on the inside of my style. Now we're gonna kind of take it within the other sections of my hair. I do this because I do have a lot of hair. My hair is fine, but I have a lot of it and it just needs a lot of texture to it, or it doesn't hold my style, or I just don't have enough volume on top. So we are going to leave out more of this front section and just kind of take probably about 1 inch parting on my hair, but leaving 1 inch on the bottom section. And then we are going to take that hair again, twist it on up. And as you can see, my ends, they're kind of see-through. They have a lot of texture already, but if you look kind of where I start twisting it, it's just full or a little bit thicker, and that's what I want to kind of remove. So on this one, I'm not going to go towards my ends. I'm just going to do a few snips down that twist and remove some of the bulk. Move that section out of the way. This is where you can use that clip so you know you've already done that section, and we're just going to continue all the way throughout my hair. So the reason why you twist is because it makes kind of the hair blend into itself, but it creates its own internal texture, so you're not cutting on a straight line. A lot of times the issue with doing typical layers that are not going to be super blended or internal layers is it's too perfect. There's too much of an even line of layers. By adding this twist on here, it's going to create a lot of just individual spots within that section where there's gonna be some shorter pieces. But whenever I hold up the hair, I'm not gonna know where those are, and it's still gonna be very easy for me to curl or braid because it adds shorter pieces inside that section. And with doing it all over, it's just gonna create a lot of movement inside my hair. And I wanna know if you do try this to your hair, let me know the difference you see on your styling. I love this because I do love to use texturizing spray, and with how much hair I have, if I do not do any invisible layers or adding texture to it, I don't get fullness. It just kind of goes limp throughout the day, and this is my secret on keeping my hair full longer. After I'm done doing the internal layers, I go through and kind of just feel my hair. If I feel kind of any bulkier or heavier spots, I will kind of go back through and do a little bit more of the invisible layers, but honestly, it feels pretty fabulous. I am going to kind of feel more of the top section. I always kind of part my hair on this side over here. So sometimes you need to add a little bit more on the side you have more hair, but it feels honestly really good. And I mean, look at kind of the fullness that I get out of my hair. If you know anything about hair theory, short hair pushes long. So I have all those tiny shorter hairs that I cut in there. So I'm just gonna forever be able to really fluff up my hair. What do you guys think? I hope you enjoy this video. Hopefully it's super easy for you to follow. You do not have to be an expert to do this on your hair, which I love. You guys know I love DIY hacks that you can do on yourself, and it's not that scary. Make sure you're using texturizing scissors. Put those typical hair cutting scissors away so you do not accidentally grab those and chop a section out of your hair. Completely remove them from where you're doing your hair at, and you will not have an oops, I promise. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, do not hesitate to ask me any questions in the comment box. I love answering your questions, and if you need to reach out to me on any of my social media, do not hesitate to go over there and check out what I'm putting on there. I do tons of reels. I'm on TikTok. I have a lot of YouTube shorts, so I love to see you guys over in my DMs or in my comments. And as always, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.